Why did the prosecution feel that they had to proceed now with a trial? If they don't have a body, why didn't they wait to see what happens? Did they want to keep her in custody? What was the logic behind proceeding to a trial?
I think probably the biggest reason to proceed to a trial now was because this case is very, very old, and at a certain point Ms. Johson would be deprived of her due process rights if there was no trial. The prosecution can continue their investigation, they can keep looking for a body, they can keep looking for Baby Gabriel's body if they do believe that the child is dead, but at a certain point they needed to proceed. Otherwise, I mean, you just can't hold someone indefinitely without due process.
Right, so the logic behind charging her was they wanted to keep her in custody. They couldn't hold her indefinitely without charging her with something, and they couldn't charge her with murder because there is no body. That's kind of what happened here?
Because there's no body, and because all the evidence, because the only evidence of murder would be these text messages from, by all accounts, a deranged young woman.
The prosecution obviously thought that they couldn't pursue a murder charge. So they took the two charges they thought they could convict her on, the kidnapping and the custodial interference.
And I will say, with respect to the kidnapping and the custodial interference, the prosecution has a rock-solid case. And we all know I'm the last person in the room who's ever going to say that about a prosecution's case. But in this instance, she took the child across state lines. She didn't tell the other custodial parent where the child was. The child was moved without that person's permission. It's a classic kidnapping, classic custodial interference. I mean, she's guilty. I don't see it going any other way.
We would like to hear your input. Please let us know. Do you think that the prosecution should have proceeded with a trial against Ms. Johson on these charges, or should they have waited until there was some indication that the baby was in fact dead, until they found the baby and pursued a murder charge? Maybe there was enough to proceed on a murder charge now. We'd love to hear what you think. Baby Gabriel case, About Trial. Look forward to hearing your input.